So there's been a lot of talk lately about free college tuition. Virtually every major Democrat in the country is pushing free college tuition. This is not about increasing people's income trajectory. This is the lie. They keep saying that we need free college tuition in order to increase people's income trajectory. The reality is that the reason that Democrats keep pushing free college tuition is because they want everyone to be part of this thought contingent that is pushed on college campuses. They want people put into a mill of leftist thought and brought out the other end as good little liberals who are dependent on government largesse and believe the government can solve all of our problems. The lie is that college is going to make you rich and is going to make you wealthy. And the truth is that college is going to put you in a serious amount of debt or waste several years of your life if you don't major in the right thing. There's very little evidence to suggest that a college degree alone is likely to raise a given person's income, because college-educated people do out-earn non-college educated people, but that's largely because there's an IQ gap between people who go to college and people who don't go to college. I mean, just to put this as bluntly as possible, people who go to college on average have a higher IQ than people who do not go to college on average. That doesn't mean everyone who doesn't go to college is stupid, obviously. There are a lot of high school graduates who didn't graduate college who are incredibly smart. Bill Gates didn't graduate college. Jeremy Boring, who's the CEO of this company, did not graduate from college. Jeremy's a really smart guy. But on average, the reason that you see a gap between college graduates and non-college graduates is because, again, on average, people who graduate from college tend to be higher IQ than people who do not graduate from college. But that does not mean that college makes you smarter. It means that college is a sorting mechanism. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, 4 in 10 recent graduates work non-degree requiring jobs. That means there are a bunch of people who are working at Coffee Bean who graduated from college. Did they actually have to go to college to work at Coffee Bean? Of course not. Okay, Orencast points out the bottom half of the earnings distribution for college grads, not just enrollees but graduates, sits lower than the top half of earnings distribution for those with only a high school education. In other words, higher earning high school graduates do better than lower earning college graduates, which makes a lot of sense. If you're the higher earning high school graduate, chances are you are a pretty high IQ guy who didn't go to college. And if you are a lower earning college graduate, chances are pretty good that you are a lower IQ college graduate who didn't actually have to go to college to work the job that you're working right now. But the left keeps pushing everybody into college. Why are they pushing everybody into college? Because they keep lying about the idea that if you go to college, you're going to be rich coming out. But it really does depend on major in a pretty significant way. Here are the top 10 earning majors among graduates, according to the Census Bureau and the American Community Survey. Petroleum engineering, pharmaceutical science and administration, metallurgical engineering, mining and mineral engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering, aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, computer engineering, and finally, geological and geophysical engineering. You notice anything in common about all those majors? Yes, it's the word engineering. It turns out when you major in something practical, because you're a smart person who's majoring in a marketable commodity, you're going to make money coming out of college. Now, here are the top 10 lowest earning college graduating majors. Okay, ready for this? Here we go. Family and consumer science, drama and theater arts, shocker, elementary education, theology, visual and performing arts, teacher education, social work, studio arts, human services and community organization, and early childhood education. In other words, the liberal arts, those people make less money than the money people are making in engineering. But the free college degree crowd want everybody to go to college and major in drama and theater arts and teacher education and early childhood education. They don't urge everybody to go into engineering. They're not urging everybody to go into a useful major. In fact, that's what government loans do. Government loans are specifically there to allow you to major in useless crap. That is what government loans are there for. Because let's say that you're a high school graduate, and let's say you got 1,300 on your SATs. You have a decent score. You can go to a good school with a 1,300 SAT. And let's say you have a choice between mechanical engineering and drama. For some reason, you're into both of those. So you decide, you know what? I like drama better, but mechanical engineering looks like more of a career path. Let's say that only private banks, only private lenders were willing to actually give you a loan. No one would give you a loan to go into drama and theater arts. No one. You would not be able to get a loan for that because a college degree is not collateral. Right? It's not like a mortgage where the bank actually just gives you a loan against the value of your house. There's no loan against the value of your college degree. It's them betting on whether you're going to be successful career-wise enough for them to pay you back. So you would never bet on a drama major. You would bet on an engineering major if you're a bank. But if you're the federal government, you don't make that bet. If you're the federal government, it doesn't matter what you major in. If you're the federal government, then what difference does it make whether you major in drama and theater arts or whether you major in mechanical engineering? Which means that the government is subsidizing people to major in precisely the majors that are least likely to earn you money when you get out of college. Okay, here's the reason this matters. Because this suggests that Democrats, when they're talking about free college tuition, are not actually talking about increasing income trajectory. What they're actually talking about is shoveling people into college to major in things that don't actually earn coming out the other side. Now, why would they do that? Two reasons. One, it artificially lowers the unemployment rate because you have an enormous number of people who are now, quote unquote, in the education system, so they don't actually have to have jobs. And number two, it shovels an enormous quantity of cash to a bunch of their political allies. Because here's the dirty little secret. All the majors that actually earn are less politically biased than the majors that don't earn. There's a study that came out in April of this year from Mitchell Langbert, Associate Professor of Business Management at Brooklyn College. And the study is from the National Association of Scholars. It compared the number of Democratic faculty for every Republican in 25 academic fields. There was a sample size of over 5,000 professors. So guess which majors were the least politically biased in terms of the breakdown? All the ones that earn. All the ones that earn. Okay, among engineering professors, there were 1.6 Democrats for every Republican. You think, oh, well, that's a 60% imbalance. I mean, that seems like a pretty major imbalance. That is the lowest level of imbalance among any major. Is 1.6 Democrats to every Republican, mainly because a lot of Democrats like to go into the education field, also because it's this sort of ivory tower mentality where everybody agrees with one another at these universities, but that's not supremely imbalanced. 1.6 Democrats for every Republican in engineering, right? Again, which is the highest earning major. Among chemistry professors, 5.2 Democrats for every Republican. Economics professors, 5.5 Democrats for every Republican. Professionals, 5.5. Mathematics, 5.6. In other words, all of the hardcore majors where you learn something and increase your income trajectory, you're subsidizing actual marketable commodities, not leftist professors. Now, here's the imbalance in the useless majors, as I like to call them. The majors in lesbian dance theory and sociology. Okay, here are the professor imbalances in these particular fields. Among liberal arts professors, for communications degrees, 108 Democrats in communications compared with 0 Republicans. 56 to 0 in anthropology, 70 to 1 in theology, 48.3 to 1 in English, 43.8 to 1 in sociology, 40.3 to 1 in art. In other words, this is Democrats subsidizing a bunch of majors that are not marketable with your taxpayer dollars in order to keep all their friends employed and in order to shovel people into a university system that pushes their political values. That's what we're talking about. And so when you see people in the middle of the country who, like Mike Rowe, for example, and work jobs that don't require a college degree, and they look with scorn on all of the educational pretensions of the highfalutin left, maybe the reason they're angry is because their taxpayer dollars are being sucked out of their pocket to be used as political cudgels on behalf of an entrenched interest group at the university level. When people complain about the elites, these are the people that they are talking about. These are the folks they're talking about.